Now, I don't know if it's just me, but salty onigiri sounds absolutely awful. Hey everybody, welcome back to more Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel 2. I'm SlayerMathis, and last time we got to talk a little bit to Fie and Elliot, and this time we're actually going to be meeting up with those two. So yeah, let's just go and do that. It was right around the corner when we ended off last episode. But this time, we're going to actually continue along our way. And they're apparently invisible. Well, here we are. This is point T. Yeah, this does seem like the kind of area that the Alliance wouldn't bother patrol. Let's just wait for Elliot and Fie.
Green! I'm not seeing things, am I? It really is you, right?
Yep, it really is me. It's great to finally see you again, Elliot.
I can't believe my eyes. I can't believe you're here.
Likewise. Can't help but feel a little bad, though. I'm sorry for how things happened. I didn't mean to worry you so much.
No, it's fine. I had faith that you would come back to us one day. That you were out there alive and well someplace, even if we didn't know where that someplace was.
Thanks, Elliot. That means a lot to me.
Welcome back to the team, Rain.
Oh yeah, what happened to Fie? I thought you were with her.
I was, but right before we took off to meet with you guys, she seemed to notice something and told me she'd catch up later. I'm sure she won't be long.
I'm back.
Fie! Whoa!
Oops.
A little dramatic, don't you think?
Ow, ow, ow. I'm not sure that was such a good idea, Fie. It'd kinda spoil the reunion if you broke a bone or something. Or me, for that matter. What's wrong? Don't tell me you really did hurt yourself.
Nope, I'm good. It just sunk in that it's really you.
Who else would it be? I'm happy to see you're okay.
Thanks for coming back to us, Rain.
And thanks for giving me a place to come back to.
Well, that's all of us, together again.
Can't help but crack a smile when watching them, can you? Don't know if I've ever seen anyone so happy to see their friends again.
I should hope so. It wasn't easy making it happen.
Well, that's one region down. And 2 more regions to go on the hunt for the rest of Class 7. Must be feeling pretty good about that, huh, Rain? You bet. It would have been impossible without your help either. It does sound that way from what you've said. So on behalf of all of us, thank you for everything you've done for Reed. You too, Celine. Thanks. What are you thanking me for? I didn't do anything. It's not true at all. You were the one who took Reen away from Trista. And the reason the rest of us could stand up and fight without worrying about him. If not for that, I doubt we'd all be here together like this now. I'd say you did more than enough to deserve thanking, so thanks. No, that's right. So, have some thanks from me, too. You guys are the worst at making a huge deal of absolutely nothing. However it happened, you're all here now. So where to next, guys? Well, it's not plainly obvious enough. Wherever Reen goes, we go. No matter how dangerous the situation may be, we'll overcome it as a team. Makia said, "We just have to find everyone else, too. Unless you put yourself in an release from the Alliance on top of that. Yep, it's not open to negotiation. Thanks, guys. Your help means a lot to me. Should we go back to Valmar now? We'll be able to use him to return to Rainier as soon as his mana's recovered. That's one option. I was expecting we'd be away for a while longer, but we're gonna need a base of operation at some point. I don't think it's the option we should choose, though. Close to what? You have something else in mind? I do. I'll return to Ymir is a valid choice. Why not keep going and try to get to Grelia Fortress instead? Oh, I didn't think of that. Not a bad idea. We're trying to get there to contact the 4th Armor Division ourselves before it came. Still, the Twin Dragons Bridge is one of the Alliance's most important strongholds. Trying to pass through there is going to be risky. Well, I know, but I think it's a risk worth taking. It could allow us to find out what the situation in the Imperial Army is, how to try to unite hers, and above all, it gives us a better idea of how the war is developing. Knowing that should help us better decide what path we should take as a class. Makes sense? So far, you've just been watching things unfold from the outside. To give you an opportunity to see what's happening on the inside, right? Right. Of course, I also want to make sure that Lieutenant General Craig knows his son is safe, too. Thanks, Rain. Alright. I'm in. Let's do this. Same here. It's gonna be totally dangerous, you know. Yeah, but we know as well as anyone that sometimes danger is worth facing. And it's one of those times, so let's go see Dad and figure out what we're gonna do. Agreed. Glad you're with me on this. You're in a bad enough situation as it is without making things harder for yourselves. Let kids be kids, Celine. It's more fun that way. If that's what you've decided, then sign me up too. I know the geography of the area up ahead pretty well. Of course, we appreciate your support. Well, with that settled, now we need to find a way to get to the other side of the bridge. Indeed. We need a permit to get by through ordinary means. Yeah, but they're definitely on the lookout for us. Even without our uniforms on, there's a fair chance we might get caught. Got one choice left then. Oh, what's that? Finding out that might get us through unnoticed earlier. Still a chance we might get caught, but I think it's worth a try. Really? Sounds promising. No one has any objections then. I say we try her way. You show us the way, Fie. Yep, let's roll. We just need to head down the bridge. We don't have any problem unless we try to pass through the chapel. Okay, we all ready to go? Of course, as we get Elliot and Fie, Green can overdrive with both of them, and we also get unlocked to Burst. We can also now have extra party members, but that's fine. You can switch in the middle of combat with anyone. That's fine. Burst is everyone attacks every enemy. Requires 5 brave points. 5 is now our max.
My turn.
But we get Fie and Elliot, so let's get into that. Fie is your quickest character, and she is incredible because of this. She also is very good at evasion. She starts with a 35% evade, thanks to, well, just her base 30 evade. I think she's based from her speed. And she also does get a little bit from evade up. I think there are also some unique skills that each person has inherently, but I don't know exactly where to find those. But Fie is incredible. She starts off with Raven, which does give her a significant speed boost. It starts off with just a normal speed buff. This does get boosted up to a 50% speed buff for 3 turns. It might even be up to 5 turns. I don't remember which. Fie is very, very fast, but she is terrible with magic. But that's fine. Fie doesn't really need to use magic all that much. It does start off with Breath, which is fine. I'm gonna give her Poison because she will be attacking a lot. Fie is so good. She is easily one of the best party members. Fie is amazing. Elliot is someone who is a little bit more hit or miss for some people. He is a dedicated healer, and that's the reason why he's a bit hit or miss for some people. Dedicated healers aren't the most liked thing in every game. I personally am a massive fan of dedicated healers, and Elliot is a tremendous dedicated healer. He starts off with Cannon, which increases the efficacy of HP recovery arts. Obviously, you can move this onto anyone else, but Elliot just does very good with it. Also gives him a tier right away. He also gets a big bonus to his arch strength because of it. Elliot, he's your healer. He also does have the Detector craft if we go into our status. Detector is a 1-turn analyze that also does give another star of bounce down to every single type. So it is pretty useful for that. I mainly just use it as a quick analyze. He's not the only person with Detector. There is another character later on that has Detector, but it's really nice. Moving on, we'll move back to Fie and go over her craft. Her S craft is Sylphid Dance. It is a very wide range. This is a very, very good skill. She will get it pretty often because she is attacking very often. It's very powerful at class SS+. It's the same as Azure Flame Slash, but she just gets it so much more often. So it's really nice. Sweep is a wide area that does impede and has a chance of inflicting speed down. I do like this a decent bit, but it's not my favorite. Flash Grenade is pretty weak, but it does have a wide area and does have a chance of inflicting blind and a seal. Scud Ripper is in a line. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I'm just not the biggest fan of line attacks in general, but it is pretty decent nonetheless. And Bullet Cyclone is probably my favorite of her crafts. It is a bit expensive. I believe it is a 35 CP craft, but it's a small area, sure, but it has a very high chance of seal. It does a lot of damage, and it delays. Good chance of unbound as well. I love Bullet Cyclone. Fie, again, I do mainly just use normal attacks with her, and she kind of is one of the epitomes of how normal attacks can still be very good in this game. There are a lot of magic things, there's a lot of skills that you can use, but Fie really shows off how good just normal attacks are. Elliot, meanwhile, has the S craft of 7th Rhapsody. This one is a little bit weaker, but it does have a guaranteed chance to confuse, or it's a high chance of confuse, not guaranteed exactly, just because of the way that efficacies work. But it has a high chance of confuse, and it's just really good to have confuse. He doesn't get it too often. I am using a lot of his crafts really often, and he doesn't get too much CP from healing, so 7th Rhapsody not really the biggest priority. Detector is, again, I've mentioned this before, or just now, Resounding Beat is actually really nice. This is one of the main crafts that I use with Elliot. A little bit of a defense buff is fine, but the main thing is that HP regen. Regens in this game are fantastic. All of them are 30%. I think both CP and HP are both 30%, and they're just great to have. 30% regen is nothing to sneeze at. It doesn't stack, that is one thing I should note. So if you use Resounding Beat to get that 50% defense, you will not get up to 60% HP regen. It is just one set regen level. Blue Lullaby has a chance of sleep. I don't like it. It's very weak. Most of the time if Elliot's attacking, it is using arts, so he's just not great at that. Holy Song is a very good heal, while also being able to remove any status. It's situational. I usually would prefer using Resounding Beat, but Holy Song does have its uses over Resounding Beat. And even over some of his arts. Elliot is someone who mainly uses his arts as opposed to anything else. And then Nocturne Bell has a chance of Nightmare, which is it's a pretty okay status when it happens, but it's just pretty unreliable to get. And again, I prefer just using arts with Elliot. I never mentioned Machias's S-Craft with Ultimate Shot. Inflicts a random ailment, it's a pretty wide range. I'm not the biggest fan of them. It's fine, though.
I'm so happy we're together again.
More people's always a good thing.
You guys have no idea.
Yeah, Elliot is the best pure healer in the game, which is very nice for him to have. I'm also going to give him Earth Lance just because he will use it a little bit better than anyone else. I won't give him Spark Arrow. We are still missing out on Megalith. I could potentially go back to town and get it.
Let's hang a left here.
Just keep following the highway. You can't miss it.
You know what? I want to see if that's actually something we can do. First of all, I actually just want to quick turn on Turbo Mode. Turbo Mode is very fast, and especially if you run with it, it can go pretty fast. But mainly, I want to see if we can actually head all the way back to Keldic to... Oh wait, no. That's not something we can do because we can't actually make omelets. The initial recipe in Trails of Cold Steel 1 is fresh omelets. However, not the case in this game. We can't make any omelets, I don't believe. That is the problem with Turbo Mode.
Okay.
You do run into things pretty often. Right there we can see how any advantage can randomize your party.
Okay.
Elliot got removed from the party. Ready to go. Unfortunate, but that's fine.
I'll handle it.
I just want to go and get
Broken.
I suppose that went well enough.
Now, we'll hear dialogue, like, we'll hear the combined dialogue eventually. And mainly, I do just want to head into Oddvins, go over to this one. Exchange. At Blacksmiths, you can exchange for your normal Seepith for Mira, which is just your normal gold. It's not worth it though. Seepith Mass is 100 per. Meanwhile, it's only 10 per for normal ones, and you just use normal ones a lot more. Megalith does increase your experience gains by a little bit, also gives you Earth Lance initially. It's fine. It's nothing special. I just want to get it because there will be an achievement for getting every Master Quartz in the game, just as there was in Cold Steel 1. We could grab that at any time. Megalith will never leave being able to be gotten, but still. It's also my chance to show off Turbo Mode, how you can also just go back to Celtic. No reason to, really. There is a point in not even all that long where we can buy that again, but oh well. Now I just gotta go in unassigned Turbo Mode. Want to make sure that Turbo Mode was off. It is. We're good. And that will be fine. Now the way that we want to go is here, but we can see that there is another Celtic side at Twin Dragon Bridge. We will of course be going there first, because we want to get a little bit of completion. Well, not just a little bit of completion, we want to get all the completion. Now we actually hang that left that Fie wanted. A little bit late for it, but it's fine. And we'll start off by going to our right, I think. Got a little bit of a path here.
Oh, chest. I wonder what's inside.
Now's our
Fie
chance.
has one of my favorite field attacks.
Let's move.
She does have both a melee one
It's my
and a
turn.
ranged one, and both of them are pretty reliable.
Leave this to me.
Koval's is a
Take
little too
this.
slow, Fie's is very
I'll
fast.
handle it.
Probably
Hostiles
my second
neutralized.
favorite field
Guess we're
attack
safe.
does Fie
Oh,
have.
chest. I wonder what's inside.
Koval, you said that before. Ooh, ground bait, pretty ground bait. I'll very much take that. Feathered boots. There are only two types of equipment that you can get, which are armor and shoes. I'm gonna give these shoes to Fie. Extra movement is fine, but mainly it's that extra speed, and you can never go wrong with extra speed on Fie. Next, I actually do want to head out over here, towards the Celtic side, because
This is my first time seeing the bridge from outside a train.
It's pretty impressive, I guess.
We'll have to get back on the highway to reach it, though.
so we do have a little bit of an overlook. We can see the soul dots from above.
Huh, that treasure
And
chest looks
here
really
is
nice.
our boss chest,
Let's get this over
which
with.
just has 3 scary
My turn.
dinosaurs.
All right, let's
Sure.
do this.
Probably
Give
just
it to
going
me.
to use
My
critical
turn.
ultimate shot, but yes,
Okay.
ultimate shot, because I do believe that 7th rep, yeah, it's based off of his magic, and the arch strength up is
Hope
going
you're
to
ready.
do magic damage.
That takes care of them.
Easy does it. And that gets us a Gladiator Headband, which I believe is a CP regen over time. Yes, or extra CP in combat. I am going to actually give that to Reen. Reen uses it quite well. Prevent delay will be pretty nice on Fie. And we'll go with... We probably have a... Ooh, a Vade Plus, that would be nice. Over on Elliot, we will give him the arch strength up, as well as we had another arch strength up, I believe. Now let's do the Silver Emblem then. As for Machias, I guess we can give you some extra defense. Sure. And there. Why not? But with all of our accessories set, even if we're not going to use Tobal for a little bit, probably, because we don't like stinking adults. That will do it for this time, because we are at 20 minutes in. So next time, we'll probably make it over to the bridge proper, but until then, see you guys later.